You feel out of breath, tired, and it feels like you're trying to swim with a walrus on your back. Breathing is one of the most difficult parts of swimming, but it doesn't have to be. And that's exactly why you need to keep watching this video until the very end so that you can learn once and for all how to breathe correctly while you're swimming so that you can swim faster, longer, and do it with ease. Now, the first mistake you're probably making is you just don't know how to breathe. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, yeah, of course I know how to breathe. I'm watching this video. I hope you're breathing well and fine, but breathing and swimming is completely different than any other land-based activity. We learn in meditation and yoga and just being a good functioning human that we need to breathe in and out through our nose. If we can just close our mouths and breathe in and out of our nose, we're gonna be in great shape. But in swimming, it actually works the opposite, which can be so confusing. That's right, you breathe in your mouth and out your nose. If you try and do it any other way, you're not gonna actually be able to swim efficiently. Go ahead and try it with me. I want you to breathe in your mouth and then you're gonna hum out your nose. I know it sounds really basic, but if you can't master this out of the water, how are you going to be able to do this comfortably in the water? Go ahead and do it with me right now. If you're sitting in a public area, this is gonna be awkward. Let's go. Here we go. In your mouth. Out your nose. Now, if you do this a few times, you might actually get out of breath because your body is not used to it. But believe me, if you practice this out of the water, even if you're just learning how to swim or you're advanced, you need to master this skill because the mechanics of how you actually breathe will dictate your ability to be efficient in the water. You might also be taking some shallow breaths. You want to make sure you're taking in the full breaths. A big mistake a lot of swimmers make is that they're very nervous, they're anxious. You start to get tired after swimming a little bit. Next thing you know, you're panting for air and you're not actually relaxed in the water. And what you're not doing is you're not taking full breaths. So you got to make sure you relax and give it a try. Remember, I mentioned in yoga and meditation, you learn to take these big inhales through your nose, you hold it in your core, and then you blow out your mouth. On land, that's a fantastic way to try and relax. And when you're resting at the wall, this is actually a great way to get your heart rate back down. The things that you do on land apply when you're resting on the wall. So breathe in your nose, breathe out your mouth. But while you're swimming, as you rotate and take a breath, you gotta make sure you're pushing out your nose so that way you clear everything out so you have the ability to breathe in through your mouth. Now, the second thing is tension in your body. If your body is fatigued, if you're flexing, if you're not relaxed, you're basically gonna use more energy than you need to, and that's why you're gonna feel out of breath while you swim. I've seen some of the most elite, fit athletes in the world get in the pool and they look like they're gonna drown after just swimming a few strokes. They know how to swim, but they haven't built the capacity and their muscles are just firing on all cylinders just to keep them moving. So despite how aerobically fit they are, I'm talking about people who have run marathons, people who have done the Ironman, and yet when they get in the pool or they get in the open water, they struggle with this. Now, a big mistake a lot of people make is kicking. I want you to